Today I want to talk with you about having one meaningful conversation a week. You might be wondering what that even means, a meaningful conversation. And that's going to be different for everybody. What's meaningful for me may not be meaningful for you, but when we look at what meaningful means as a blanket statement, what we really mean is an authentic connection. So having one authentic connection with your manager per week. So if you're the manager, that means one authentic connection with each person you're managing, and hopefully also with your peers and with your manager. And if you're being managed at whatever level, it's the same thing, right? You want to make sure you and your manager are connecting, and then you want to be connecting with your peers. The more we can stay connected in this way, the more performance goes up because engagement goes up. And when engagement goes up, we have better problem-solving skills. We're able to do more with less. We're able to be more creative. We're able to come at problems or opportunities with a fresh mind because we have a greater understanding of each other and what we're capable of and what we're interested in. So one meaningful conversation per week is the best gift you can give to yourself, to those around you, and to the organization at large. It contributes to success on every level. I watch a lot of the statistics that Gallup keeps track of in terms of satisfaction and productivity in the workplace. And it turns out that this one meaningful conversation is the number one driver of engagement and therefore success. And as we saw in one of our previous newsletters, the variance of team performance is up to the manager. 70% of the performance of a team depends on the manager. So if you don't have an authentic connection with your manager, if they don't have one with you, then that's not really going to work out for anybody very well, is it? So how do you make this authentic connection? One of the things that I've done over the years with colleagues is we used to have this thing called high-low, where we would ask, what's been the high this week? What's been the low this week? With a manager, you can say, this is what I'm working on. This is what I could use some help with. If you are the manager, you could say, I would love to understand more what's on your to-do list and what your priorities are so that I can help you prioritize them accordingly. Sometimes you're just all going to be buried, and that's okay too, because you'll be buried together theoretically, or helping each other out if you're not buried and someone else is, right? You can, hey, I'm in the weeds. Can you help me out? If we have this authentic connection and the capacity to have these meaningful conversations, we can say that to each other. And we can know that it's sincere. And that's the main thing. It has to be sincere. I want to tell a quick story, and then I would love to hear from you about what this idea of one meaningful conversation a week, are you doing it? What does it mean? How could you see yourself doing it? So the story is this. I used to work with the founder and CEO of an insurance company. He used to go around and try this. It was a 10-person company, 12 people. And he would go around a couple times a week and say, hey, so-and-so, how are you doing? What's going on? Anything I can help you with? And for a 10 to 12 person company, and I keep varying on those numbers because the numbers kept changing, the turnover in that organization was crazy high. They lost 4 people in 1 year. For a company that only has 10 or 12 people, if you lose 4, that's a quarter of your workforce is gone. And when one of the ladies left that he swore he had put so much effort into connecting with, I asked him how the connections went and what the conversations were like, and he described them to me, and then he's like, and I really asked her, what can I help you with? And that's when I really understood that he wasn't asking in a way that she could hear it, right? She was feeling pressure like this top down, it's my boss, I have to perform. He doesn't mean that he wants to help me. He means, yeah, sure, he'll help me, but it's actually my job, and why am I not getting on it, kind of thing. The dynamic between them wasn't authentic, is what I'm hearing, right? And so when she left, he was mad. I did everything I could. And what I had to say to him, which wasn't very popular, I have to say, was you didn't actually have a real connection with her. You were offering help, but you weren't doing it for realsies. as we would say. So when you make these authentic connections, when you make offers, you have to do it for realsies. You have to mean it. So with that, I leave you this week to go off, have one meaningful conversation. It can just be 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a full-on half an hour, big goals, priorities review. It could be, but it doesn't need to be that. It could just be 5 minutes. And if we don't at least have 5 minutes to connect with the people that we're doing this meaningful work with, then we really do need to re-examine what's on the priority list. Let me know how it goes. Look forward to hearing from you.